Hey, what's up guys, this is Darth9 and you're watching a Black Ops 2 free-for-all on slums. I'm using the Ballista here, and I've actually been using the Ballista a lot lately. I really like the higher fire rate. I used to use nothing but the DSR, but I've kind of started to switch over to the Ballista. Anyways, I hope you guys like my new intro. I've had the idea to have a like button get sniped for a really long time, and I've been using that intro for a couple weeks now, but I've never mentioned it in a video. I've never talked about it. So I had the idea, and I was looking around for the right person to make it, and I finally found him. So I hope you guys like the intro as much as I do. I thought it was a pretty creative idea. I didn't want just a cookie cutter intro like everybody else had. I want it to be unique and creative, so I hope I achieve that and you guys think it's as cool as I think it is. So anyways, before I started recording this commentary, I asked on Twitter if there's any questions people wanted answered. So instead of answering a bunch of questions, I decided to just answer one more in depth because it's probably more useful than me just saying a few words on each topic. So the question I'm going to answer is, how do you learn spawns and how do you control them? So in free-for-all, you can see this is a really good example of controlling spawns. I'm in between two really high priority spawns on this map, and I just alternate back and forth. So standing behind this car gives me excellent cover. When people are coming out of that back parking lot where they're spawning, I have my whole body covered, they have their whole body exposed, and I have a huge advantage over them. Also, when they're coming down the stairs behind me, I have a huge advantage over them once again because they're not going to be paying attention. I can pop around the corner. I know people are going to keep on coming down those stairs, so I can just pop around the corner and snipe them like I do here, and he's not even looking in the right direction. So this is a really good spot to be, and there's spots like this on every map. You just have to find them. Once you play a map long enough, you kind of get a feel for where the popular spawns are, and you have to find a spot in between popular spawns and just kind of alternate back and forth. What's also really important is reducing the amount of angles that enemies can shoot you from. So back in that spot I was in at the beginning of the match, there's only two directions that the enemies can come from. So when there's only two directions they can come from, I only have to alternate between two different spots, and I'm able to stay alive a lot longer, get my kill streak really fast, and I have a huge advantage on the enemies because I'm already anticipating where they're going to be coming from, and they're not going to know, like if I'm not in their line of sight for a second, then I pop up, I'm going to have the jump on them. So it's really important to cut down the amount of angles that you're exposed at, and you should be able to get your kill streaks really fast and win the game that way. And you'll notice this spot here, well, the spot that I just died at wasn't nearly as good as where I was before because there's a lot more directions where I could be shot from. So how you learn the spawns is pretty easy. You just have to play the map, and I guess you could go into theater mode and kind of watch where people spawn or just spectate a match, but I've never taken the time to do that. Basically, after you play a match for a few times, you should be able to figure out where the popular spawns are, the high priority spawns where people are going to be spawning most often, and you just got to kind of place yourself in between a couple high priority spawns where you can cycle back and forth. So learning the spawns, it just takes some time. You're gonna have to play the map. You can't learn a good spot in a free-for-all map just by looking at the map. You're gonna have to actually play it because you need to know where the high priority spawns are. It's gonna be different than other game modes because, yeah, you might know some of the spawns from other game modes, but you don't know what has the most priority in a free-for-all match. So there's no way around it really. You're gonna have to play the map a few times before you know the best spot to be in. But yeah, I hope that's helped out. This is about the end of the game here, and unfortunately I get the last kill with my secondary. I hope nobody's bothered by that, but this guy caught me off guard, I think. So yeah, anyways, that's about the end of the match, guys. So if you could leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated, and I'll see you next time.